Hi, and welcome to Carolina Varsity's 2013 look at the NCHSAA playoffs. I'm Dale Ross.
And I'm the pet man, Matt Morrow.
And now we're going to switch over to the 4A playoffs. And in 4A, we got number 14, Reagan, at 7-4. Going to come down to Mint Hill and play number 3, Rocky River, at 9-2. So Rocky River, the number 1 out of the Southwestern 4A, has got themselves a home game. Going to have a couple of home games in the playoffs if they can win this ball game. No history between these two teams. We have heard rumor that Reagan throws the ball a lot, and Rocky River will not have seen anything like this. My only comment is I've seen some really good defenses this year, and I've seen some really good secondaries this year. And in my opinion, Rocky River might have the best secondary that I've seen, or maybe overall the best pass defense. Mallard Creek's is right there, and it's hard to say because people have a hard time even testing that Mallard Creek secondary. So.
Right, exactly.
But the Rocky River secondary has turned up very big many times this season, as we've mentioned with players of the week, and even though they lost to Independence, that secondary played an outstanding ball game, and actually their pass defense in general. Rocky River is a team that can apply pressure from a safety on your passing game. So, and pressure from corners. So,
I'll tell you, man. Reagan. If they have a really good passing game, and that's their strength, they're gonna, you gotta have something else to keep Rocky River honest. Because what Rocky River does really well on the defensive side of the ball is they take your strength and they focus on it so much that, they want to completely take it away. And, they want to force you to do what you don't want to do. So if Reagan can be balanced and have a passing and running attack, it's going to give them a better shot. The only game Rocky River lost in conference was to Independence, and they lost that game by 7. And Independence has at least 2 Division I wide receivers, a Division I running back, a quarterback that's probably going to play at least Division one AA.
Division II or one
Division
AA,
II.
right? Exactly.
They got offensive linemen that's going to North Carolina State, and they got a couple other guys that's going to play in college as well on the offensive line. And they only put up 21 on the Rocky River.
Right.
That tells you how good the Rocky River defense is. So I'm going to tell you, if you come down here and you want to throw it every down, number 1, expect man coverage. Number 2, expect a lot of pressure. And those guys on the outside for Reagan were going to have to make plays and beat the Rocky River secondary. And I'm going to tell you right now, they got athletes back there that are top notch. The main one that makes a lot of plays for them is number 10, Jair Alexander. And, he's going to play some offense as well at receiver in the slot. He scored on the reverse last week against Porter Ridge. He'll return kicks. You saw him return a nice kickoff return against Independence. And he's just one. They've got a couple other kids back there that can lock you up and, take the passing game away. So Reagan's going to have to be able to run the ball some to keep Rocky River off balance. Also, on defense for Reagan, they're going to have to be able to try to stop the run first and foremost. Rocky River's going to run it, they're going to run it, and they're going to run it until you stop it. And then they'll throw the ball. But they've got, and the reason why they run it so much is they've got a trio of running backs. And Elijah Jett, Deron Davis, and Rashad Brandon. And all 3 of those guys can start for almost any team in the state.
Yes.
They've got 2 athletic quarterbacks that they'll mix in and rotate some. And they got some receivers that are quick and they catch the ball, pretty well most of the time. The times where Rocky River has issues is when the offensive line is having trouble getting consistent push. And that's when Rocky River is sometimes in a closer game. But key for Rocky River, obviously, rotate your trio of backs, pound those guys, keep that fast tempo offense off the field, control the game that way, lock up defensively, send some pressure, and see what Reagan's got. Not making predictions here yet. They'll be on the site Friday, but Rocky River won a very tough conference over some very good traditional powers in Butler and Independence, and Porter Ridge for that matter.
Right.
And they're a young school. They're coming into their own, and they're gonna be fired up.
So Rocky River's resume, they beat the defending 4AA state champions. They beat the 4A runner-up
Yeah.
state champion,
Mm-hmm.
both from last season. So they have a pretty good resume. I think they're a better team than many may think. I said on the forum that I think Reagan's going to definitely have to be more balanced. They're going to have to run because Rocky River will be able to shut the passing game down if that's all you do. You're going to need to move to the run game and try to open that up. Coach Simpson's a pretty smart cat, so don't think you're going to be able to be one-dimensional and make things happen.
That's the best thing that we can say.
Exactly.
One-dimensional teams usually do not beat Rocky River. They lost to Richmond earlier in the season, and like we said, they lost to Independence. And Independence is very well balanced. Richmond, that was week 1, and they run the spread option.
Exactly.
So, there you go.
And they run it well. So
Yeah.
there you go. I think Rocky River will have to focus on the game. They can't take Reagan lightly, but I think we got the potential maybe for a pretty good ball game over in Mint Hill. So you guys enjoy it.